Okay, what we're going to do now is going to do some 45-degree bends. Let's just say my box is right here, or my last fitting, and all of a sudden coming up like 35 inches to it. Let's just say 35. Here's 35 right here. Like, oh my God, I gotta climb that and get up and over this. It's a pretty sharp climb. We did the 30-degree bends and climbed it, but we had a lot of conduit out here. And I still got that pipe here so we could put them back and compare the two. So 35. Let's make a little mark here at 35. First I need my pencil. Sharpen it at both ends. I already told you that. So if one breaks or something, you can go right to the other one. 35, we're going to make a mark. There's a mark. We're going to wipe that out here in a second. On a 45-degree angle is 3/8 per inch. So 3/8 times a 10-inch obstruction. So you get a calculator, and that'll work out to 3 3/4 inches. So we're going to add 3 3/4 inches to that mark. 3. Stay still, me little Betty. 3 3/4. Boop. Here's our new mark. Right here. That's how much that conduit is going to shrink to get it. We're going 35 right there. It's actually right here. 35. There's a little mark here. You know, I'm not lying to you. 35 is right here. This is our first mark, but we're going to leave that alone. At that 3 3/4 inches. So what we're dealing with is 38 3/4 for our first mark, because we just added that. 38 3/4 right here. Circle that mark all the way around the conduit. Get a little dull. Flip it around to the other side. See? There we go. Now, it's a 10-inch obstruction. Let's see that once again. 10 inches. You know, it's a little under, but we're going to clear it and give a little gap in there, so whatever. So 10 inches and 1.4 is your multiplier. So 10 times 1.4, we want 14 inches for a 45-degree bend. So I'm going to measure back towards my box 14 inches and make a mark. That's going to be mark B. There's mark A with our adding. Here's mark B. Okay, there we go. Now, there's A mark, B mark. This is 11.5 inches. Let's check to see if anything's changed. No, it hasn't. So we'll go 11.5 inches and make a mark. We don't have to worry about shrinkage or gain or anything going that way. So let's mark that conduit. That's 11.5 inches right here. Right there. That's what we're going to clear here with our 45. Now, what we had here, do you remember? We're looking at 14 inches. 1.4 is the multiplier for 45-degree bends. So 1.4 times 10, ta-da, is 14 inches. So we're going to take it off mark C here. There's mark A, mark B, the 14 down, and here's mark C. We're going to take 14 down here. Here we go. Once all these marks are made, I'm ready to start pinning some pipe here, man. Okay, we marked out our conduit. Here's all our marks. We got 4 marks here. Whoa! You alright? Man, he's standing in front because I'm tired of this. But anyway, here's the 4 marks. Here's our first mark in. So what we're going to do now is do a 45-degree bend. Stick it into the arrow. You always use the arrow on 4-point saddles. Let's bend that right up. There's 3. Look there, there's 45 right here on the slash mark. I'm going to slide this right on down this way. Let's get it up here. This is sort of weird and hard here. You can get it sort of seated in there. I said before I put a little mark right on my arrow so I don't have to look on the side the whole time. So you get hurt and everything. There's too many people getting hurt on this video already right now. Get a little bit of pressure. Get a little bit of pressure on it. Seat that. Looks good. You see it? Let's take that one down to 45-degree slash. Right there. A little bit more. Just to prove it. Keep pressure on it. Do that. It looks like it's rising up a little bit. Push down a tiny bit. Good enough. Just eyeball that. I'm going to spin the conduit 180 degrees out. Whoa! See what happens? Anyway, notice the sound. There's no dog leg. It just goes right down. You want no floundering like blah, 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 for a long time. Now I'm going to put my arrow right here, mark C, right off the floor. As Jordan pointed out to me earlier here. You can do it a bunch of different ways, but let's aim this out. And that looks pretty damn straight. And hold the conduit in place, make sure it's even. If it ain't, you get some dog leg, we can fix it. We'll show you how to do that in a second again. Let's bend up. When we pass the 30, straight up the middle, into a 45. Here's my 45-degree mark right there. Let's flip this up. Slide this on down. And do it. You gotta fight with this a little bit until people watch out. Watch out! Like that. People always like try to wander right in, like, what are you doing? Ah! And then they get all the time. Angle it out. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty straight. Whatever. Now get ready. And now, take it right to the 45-degree mark. A little more, a little more. Now on the last of it, you can set that on the ground. And you can see I overbend it a little bit. We could fix this at any time. So we're 35 inches away from where we have to be. It looks very clean, not too much conduit, like in the 30. Let's compare it with the 30-degree bend. Here's compared to the 30-degree bend.